First, I like the crowd. The crowd was amazing. It was really good to be home. Beautiful weekend to play soccer, but also just a great environment. Senior weekend was Saturday, and so that was a lot of fun to just have a ton of people there and some great tailgating, and I think that gave us energy. The girls have been working really, really hard. You can see it in the way that we're playing. There's a different belief system that's built into them this year, and they just trust the system, and so a lot of fun for us this weekend.
Coach, it's an interesting time in college athletics right now, but the lineup that you put out was a lineup of experience and players that have been here at least one, if not 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about that, why you chose that starting lineup in particular. A lot of talent that you've brought in over the offseason and transfers and freshmen, but you went with 11 true experienced Patriots, really in both starting lineups.
Yeah, great observation, Ryan Shoemaker. That's why you're the best in the business. This group has been through everything. You know, if you look at their history of playing here, we've been a really good team for the last 2 years and on the verge of greatness. They've seen everything, and so they've worked so hard in the off season to really come together and use those experiences to create a great year, and you could see it when they played. I think because of the adversity we've been through in the last couple of years, it's really molded them, and so they were able to provide us some great minutes and some great leadership opportunity for our younger players.
Even though you went with an experienced lineup, there are a couple different players in a couple different positions. Natalie Jones, one of them, and I would say that experiment paid off. 3 goals and really kind of captained your offense, especially early in games.
Yep.
You scored early twice
Yep.
In both games. A lot easier to play with the lead. So just talk a little bit about what Natalie brought to the offense. We saw her last year on the back line, but now moved up a little bit on the field.
Yeah, so we're trying a couple things out this preseason in our pre-conference games. You know, Nat brings a ton to the game, so we're trying a couple things with her that we weren't able to do last year. And obviously it is paying off, and she's being able to do some amazing things for us. And so it's allowed us to do a lot of different things as well within our shape and the way that we want to play, which is fantastic. And so, you know, for Nat to have 3 goals on the weekend, you know, just in us trying some new things with her, I think it obviously paid off. And then you're right, to all the new coaches in the country, most important thing that you can do is score early because it makes the rest of the game a lot easier.
Coach, whoever made your schedule this year deserves a pay raise. Another home game coming up this weekend on Saturday against Jarvis Christian, 3rd straight home game, and then you have another one the following Wednesday. Just talk a little bit. You mentioned the atmosphere, but getting off to a good start is such a key point in these seasons, especially when you feels like everybody's got a new team.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about the comfort your team finds at home and this Saturday's game against Jarvis Christian.
Yeah, we're trying to find that confidence. I mean, last year we were on the road a ton, and you know, this is a really hard conference because you're always on the road. And so we knew that was going to be a challenge for us, so we really needed to make sure we had the right mentality going into our conference. And so having the home stands is awesome because it allows us to bring the confidence out in the way that we play. But it also, you know, you're home. And last year we were on the road a lot at the beginning, and I think that really was detrimental to our belief system. And so this year we tried to flip it around a little bit, and so far so good.